Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. LA fire crews are still battling 3 blazes as some schools in the city are set to reopen. It comes as weather forecasters are warning the strong winds which fueled the infernos last week are expected to pick up again. Strong winds peaking at 70 miles per hour on Tuesday could cause explosive fire growth, the NWS warns. The number of people killed has also risen to 24, and officials warn that the fire threat is not over.
Elevated critical fire weather conditions will continue through Wednesday. Please rest assured that your County of Los Angeles Fire Department will be prepared. These winds, combined with low humidities and low fuel moistures, will keep the fire threat in all of Los Angeles County very high. And finally, to all residents, please be assured that we will continue to be here for you until the last fire is completely extinguished.
The US President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have spoken by phone in Biden's final week in office as momentum builds towards a Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. Israel and Hamas are understood to be making progress, but uncertainty remains over key aspects of the potential agreement.
We also discussed...
Meanwhile, the Israeli foreign minister said during a press briefing in Jerusalem that there had been progress in negotiating a hostage release deal.
I told the minister that progress was made. We see some progress in the negotiations. Israel wants a hostage deal. Israel is working with our American friends in order to achieve a hostage deal, and soon we will know whether the other side wants the same thing.
At least 10 people have died after landslides swept through 2 cities in the Brazilian state of Minas Gerais. The Bethania neighborhood in the city of Ipatinga was the worst affected by the mudslides, which were triggered by torrential rain. The mayor's office said that 8 inches of rain fell in Ipatinga. Landslides following torrential rains are not uncommon in the rainy season, with neighborhoods precariously built on steep hillsides the worst hit. The army in Sudan has captured a key central city, one of its biggest gains yet in an almost 2-year-long war against rebel forces. Footage on social media showed people celebrating in the streets as army soldiers entered the city of Wad Medani. The leader of the paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces, General Mohammed Hamdan Daglo, also known as Hamedeti, acknowledged the loss in an audio message. But he vowed to continue fighting until victory, even if it took another 20 years. A South Korean lawmaker says around 300 North Korean troops deployed to Russia have been killed, with another 2,700 injured in combat against Ukrainian forces. Lee Seong-kun had been briefed by the country's spy agency. The rising number of casualties have been attributed to a lack of understanding of modern warfare and the way Russia uses the North Korean military. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he is willing to hand over 2 captured North Korean soldiers to Pyongyang in exchange for Ukrainian prisoners of war in Russia. The launch of a huge, partially reusable rocket built by Jeff Bezos' company has been called off after hours of delays. The 98-meter rocket, called New Glenn, is around as tall as Big Ben. It is set to carry up to 45 tons of tech to low Earth orbit. However, the team at Blue Origin, Amazon founder Mr. Bezos' space technology company, confirmed this morning that the launch was called off. The decision came following a series of delays due to unspecified issues. And a new £2 coin honouring the literary author George Orwell has been released by Britain's Royal Mint. Marking the 75th anniversary of the author's death, the reverse design pays tribute to one of his most famous novels, 1984. The coin depicts what appears to be an eye on one side, but is in fact a camera lens at the centre. Since its introduction to the definitive coinage of the United Kingdom in 1998, the £2 coin has seen over 50 reverse designs, including coins commemorating other literary figures, including William Shakespeare, Jane Austen, and J.R.R. Tolkien. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.